them, beginning the exercise with your arms fully extended. Inhale and hold your breath as you lower the dumbbells to your lower chest at a slow to moderate speed. Bring the dumbbells down deep right here along the sides of your chest, with your elbows pointing out to your sides away from your bottom position. As always in benching, you don't want to pause at the bottom. So as you reach the end of the motion, and just before the dumbbells touch your chest, push up in an adjoining arc, bringing your arms together at the top. When you hit the sticking point on the way up, exhale through it forcefully. Your ascent and descent should be continuous, with no pausing, resting, or holding, except for a slight pause at the very top as you extend your arms fully to maximally contract both your pectoralis major and your triceps. Do your set and sit up and let the blood flow out of your head before beginning your next set.
Okay, let's go over to the gym for the seated machine press. Machines let you focus on the contraction of muscles without having to worry about balancing free weights. You can also concentrate on shifting your grip for variety, trying out neutral grips, for instance, if the machines have them, allowing you to mix things up a bit. The seated machine press is fairly straightforward. Start by adjusting the height of the seat so that the hand grips are roughly at shoulder level or slightly below. Sit up straight with your back against the support pad. Place your feet flat on the floor, directly under your knees, about shoulder width apart. Grasp the handles with your palms facing away and keep your elbows out to the sides. Keep your hands alongside or slightly in front of your chest when you start, otherwise you'll be stressing your shoulders. Okay, inhale and hold your breath as you push the handles away from you. Remember, holding your breath during exertion gives you internal stability, safety, and greater power. Once you pass the most difficult part of the movement, and when your arms are extended, pause for a moment, then reverse the motion. As your hands approach the sides of your chest, smoothly change direction and repeat the movement. As with all presses, you don't want to pause at the bottom. Keep the bar moving, steady, smooth, and concentrated. The cable crossover is a great way to isolate your pecs, but you have to be very careful not to bring your arms into it, as tempting as that may be. To keep the stress in your pecs, keep your elbows locked and slightly bent throughout the movement to prevent excessive stress on the elbow joint. When you bring the cables across, pretend that you are hugging a giant barrel or tree. Here we go. Grasp the stirrup handles attached to a pair of high cable pulleys with a palms down grip. Stand in the middle of the two pulleys and take one short step forward with one foot staggered slightly for balance. Bend forward at the waist about 15 to 30 degrees, maintaining your normal spinal curvature. In the starting position, your arms should be out to the sides like this and nearly perpendicular to your body. Your elbows should be bent slightly and stiff. To begin, inhale and hold your breath for that extra power and stability as you begin the slightly downward forward pull, holding your body stationary to assure the movement is focused and under control at all times. Keeping your elbows bent slightly, pull your arms forward until your hands come together. Or better yet, even slightly across in front of your body. Hug that barrel and squeeze. Hold the contracted position for a second as you exhale, then return to the starting position. Now don't let your arms extend fully, keeping that bend in the elbows at the end point of the movement. If you don't, you'll be recruiting your triceps and you'll be stressing your shoulder joints unnecessarily. A couple of comments. In general, the more you bend over, the more you will be shifting emphasis to the middle and upper pectoral region. The more you stand upright, the more intensely you will recruit the lower pectoral region.
Now let's look at the 4-exercise program we have designed specifically to sculpt and define your chest musculature. We're going to open with the flat bench dumbbell press, pyramiding up through 4 sets of 12, 12, 10, then 8 reps. The incline dumbbell press will follow with 3 sets, starting heavy on the first 2 of 3 sets of 8 to 10, 8 to 10, and finally 12 reps. The third exercise is the incline dumbbell fly. 3 sets of 12 with steady weight, and finally, the pec deck fly, 3 sets of 15 straight weight. In this variation of the classic bench press, independent dumbbells give you a greater stretch at the bottom and help you achieve a stronger contraction of your pecs. Don't forget, though, you may have to reduce your normal bar weight to adjust for the difficulty of balancing the dumbbells. To start, lie face up on your bench with your head, shoulders, and glutes all in contact with it. Keep your legs slightly apart, knees bent 90 degrees, and your feet flat on the floor. Hold the dumbbell in each hand with a pronated grip, your arms fully extended so that the weights are directly above your chest and touching each other. Inhale and hold your breath as you lower the weights, keeping your elbows pointed out from your sides as the dumbbells approach your chest in the bottom position. As you reach the bottom, without bouncing or jerking or using your hips, quickly and firmly reverse directions and press the weights back to the starting position. When you hit the most difficult point of the up phase, exhale hard through it until your arms are completely extended above your chest. Pause only briefly at the top, then repeat for reps. Here's a variation. You can do the dumbbell press with a neutral grip, in which your palms face your torso and your elbows stay closer to your sides. This involves more of the upper portion of the pecs together with the anterior delts, and it also puts a little bit of additional stress on the triceps. There's no question the bench press reigns supreme in targeting the middle pecs. But when you're ready to burn up your upper chest, raise the bench a few notches and grab some iron. Sit on your inclined bench set anywhere between 30 and 45 degrees. The steeper you make the angle, the higher you place the stress on your chest. Have your head, shoulders, and glutes on the bench, with your feet firmly on the ground for support and balance. Hold a dumbbell in each hand with a pronated grip. You're going to want to keep your head neutral and your eyes facing the same way throughout this exercise, straight up. Now bring the dumbbells to shoulder level with your hands just outside your shoulders and your elbows out from your body as you inhale and hold your breath to stabilize your torso. Then press the weights upward and inward. As you pass the most difficult part of the up phase, exhale hard right up to your full extension overhead. Pause in this overhead position, and here you can actually squeeze the dumbbells together like you're trying to crush a walnut for added intensity. Slowly inhale and hold your breath, lowering the weights to the starting position, then press up again into reps. Ever hear of tree hugging? It's a great image to keep in mind as you perform the incline dumbbell fly. Start by adjusting your bench so that the incline is between 30 and 45 degrees. Lie face up on the bench with your feet flat on the floor. Hold the dumbbell in each hand with your palms facing up and extend your arms above your chest. Inhale slightly more than usual and hold the breath as you now lower your arms out to your sides. Keep your elbows locked in a slightly bent position throughout the range of motion. As your upper arms approach shoulder level or slightly below and you feel a strong stretch in your chest, slowly and smoothly reverse directions. Do not stop in the lower position and do not lower your arms below shoulder level, especially if you're using a lot of weight. Bring your arms back up to vertical, exhaling as you pass through the sticking point completely as you reach the uppermost position. Imagine hugging a tree. Here you can pause for a second, then repeat under total control.
Here's a chance for you to really blast your pecs at the end of your workout with the pec deck machine. Make sure you adjust the seat so that your upper arms are in front of your torso at about 90 degrees or slightly below. Sit firmly against the back support and grasp the hand grips, but make sure not to let your elbows be pulled back to an extreme stretched position.